if you follow this channel, you would know that I recently got into more adult kind of fantasy books. So there's Court of Silver Flames up there too. I hadn't really ventured into this world before, and now that I have, it's a burning addiction. But I started reading the From Blood and Ash series, got all 3 of them that are published right now, and it's a lot to get through, so I kind of just wanted to break down the second 2 books. I made a video of the first book already. Loved the first book. I read this book so fast. I mean, it's not super thick, but the other ones are. And the world is beautiful. I like that there is a maiden, there is conflict, there is revealing identities, there's vampire-y things. I did not know this was a vampire novel until like halfway through. But now I can't stop reading them because I'm invested. So, all putting this aside, this book was amazing. You gotta get to these 2, which this one was pretty damn good, but this one ruins your life. Oh my god. But first, A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. So, the world's expanding a lot. Obviously, if you've read the first book, you know that there's like kind of a big betrayal, but it doesn't make too big of a difference. You kind of get over it in this book. You're like, well, whatever. There's another betrayal, so that one I don't care about as much, but it is quite annoying. Also, Jennifer loves horrible cliffhangers, so don't just buy 1 book. You have to buy all 3. I know this one just recently came out, but you have to buy all 3 because the cliffhangers suck. Suck so bad. But okay, Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. This book was pretty good. You can get through it fairly quickly, and it's kind of like the politicalness behind what's going on, and then finally having a resolution in the 2 main characters' relationship. Yay, that's what we want! So obviously this book's really good. It goes right after the first one. And then you get into this book. It's so beautiful. The Crown of Gilded Bones. Gorgeous. And then you start reading it, and it's... Oh my god. So, Poppy, the maiden, not the maiden anymore, she's done with everyone telling her what to do. Rightfully so. I love her as a character. And Castile in this book really just turns into, like, a loving puppy dog. So, it's adorable. I love the fluff. I love the spicy. But the world in this book... was so small, and then you come in here as if it feels like Jennifer didn't plan on making the world so big, but you're just being thrown all into it now. There's a whole nother place, a whole nother world, mountains, oceans that we'd never really even heard about in the first 2, and oh my god, it's just really kind of stressful, and it took me 2 months to read this book. I can read a book in a day if I like it. In the middle, like, okay, first bit, good. Middle bit, you want to die. And then the last 100 pages, could not put down. Read that all straight through. Holy shit. What? What? How? The world's just going so fast and so slow at the same time. Which is a bit of my critique of Crown of Gilded Bones. Again, I love the characters, I kinda love the story, I love the spiciness, but the world keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then every time you see like a possible plot lead, you just know it's gonna explode. Like, oh, they made a whole plan, the plan doesn't get to happen, and all this stuff is unfolded, and now you know, like, this person's not really who they seem, and this person's dead, and this person, and you're like, Jesus, there was a whole arc in here that I was like, this is gonna take so long, and it was like 20 pages, and then it was done. And then it went straight into revealing that a bunch of the characters are not who you seem. Okay, sorry, I really rambled on there. I really enjoy this series, and I think you should read it too, but trust me, you need to get through this book. It's gonna be really painful, but you need to get through it just because of what happens, okay? Thank you. See you next time.